Pause the video right now and draw a circle. Anywhere. Paper, a whiteboard, even just in the air. Actually do it. I'll wait. Take your time. A circle is the simplest shape there is. This should be easy. Okay. Now, be honest with yourself. Did you just draw a perfect circle? Here are 5 shapes. Take a guess. Which of these are real circles, and which just look close? Pick your answers before I reveal them. Zoom in on any of them, including the ones that looked perfect, and every single one deviates somewhere, including whatever you just drew. That's not a failure on your part. It's a 2,000-year-old observation that once reshaped an entire theory of reality. This is the story of the shape everyone thinks they understand, and nobody has ever actually produced. Long before anyone tried to define a circle, humans were surrounded by round things. The sun's disk, the moon, ripples spreading on water. Sun disk and sun-cross symbols show up widely in Neolithic and Bronze Age rock art, read by archaeologists as symbols of the sun or of eternity. But that's a circle as a symbol, not a circle as an idea. There's no single clean first circle artifact to point to, just round things used as meaning for a very long time before anyone did math with them. The first real evidence of circles as a precise, repeatable construction comes from the Indus Valley Civilization, around 2500 BCI. Archaeologists excavating Mohenjo-Daro found evidence that a compass-like tool was already being used there to draw circles, concentric, intersecting, deliberate. Centuries later in Egypt, a wood panel from the tomb of the royal architect Ka shows a compass and straightedge grid of overlapping circles, real dated, physical proof of the technique. And the Rhine papyrus, copied around 1650 BC, gives a working rule for a circle's area. Shave off 1/9 of the diameter, then square what's left. No name for P, died. No definition of a circle. Just a recipe that worked. People could draw a precise circle and measure it a full 2,000 years before anyone could say, in words, what a circle actually is. The first proof about circles is traditionally credited to Thales of Miletus, around 600 BC, that any diameter cuts a circle into 2 exactly equal halves. Credited, not confirmed. Nothing Thales wrote himself survives. Every attribution comes from writers centuries later, reporting tradition, not a surviving text. The real hinge of this whole story is Euclid, around 300 BC in Alexandria. His book, The Elements, does something nobody had done before. Definition 15. A circle is a plane figure such that all straight lines drawn from one point within it to its edge are equal to one another. Strip out the old language, and it's exactly the definition still taught today, the set of every point in a plane that's the same distance from one center point. 2,300 years and nobody has improved on it. Just reworded it. Definition in hand, the next question is measurement. Around 250 BC, Archimedes tackles a circle's exact area and circumference, and does it without ever directly measuring the curve. Draw a polygon just inside the circle. Its area is always a little less than the circle's. Draw one just outside, always a little more. The true circle is trapped between them. Now add more sides to both polygons. Keep adding sides, and the gap between the 2 polygons closes in from both directions, squeezing the true answer into a smaller and smaller range. That's how Archimedes proves pi sits between 3 1/7 and 3 10/71, the first proof-based approximation of pi in history. Around the same era, Plato takes the exact same fact. Nobody can draw a truly perfect circle, and builds an entire theory of reality out of it. Every circle you've ever drawn or seen is imperfect, and yet you instantly understand what a perfect circle would be. For Plato, that gap is the proof. Somewhere beyond the physical world, he argued, exists a perfect, unchanging form of the circle, and every circle we ever draw is just a flawed shadow of it. You don't need Plato's metaphysics to reach the same conclusion, though. Modern physics gives a plainer reason. Matter is made of atoms. Zoom in far enough on any smooth edge, even polished glass, and it's rough, discrete, built of countable pieces. Nothing physical is a smooth curve all the way down. Even something as vast as Saturn's rings only look perfectly circular from a distance. Parts of them are measurably bent by the gravity of nearby moons. A perfect circle is real and exact in mathematics, a world made of pure points and lines. It has just never once existed in the physical one. So, people could build and measure a circle 2,000 years before Euclid could define one. Thales got the first proof. Archimedes trapped its area between shrinking polygons. And Plato used the one thing you just proved to yourself, that you can't actually draw one, as evidence for an entire theory of reality. The same question works on every shape you think you already understand. When did anyone actually define it correctly? And who gets the credit? Next time, we ask the same question about a shape you'd swear is even simpler. The triangle.